All right, so here we go. That's actively recording. So let's go ahead and get started. Shrimp fried rice, a different way, but let's start with the shrimp. So cheers, living by the water. I went ahead and went to the seafood market this morning, and they had these shrimp. Cause I'm just using it for today's cooking thing. I was like, I didn't really need a lot, but yeah, here's the shrimp. Pretty decent size. Like I said, over here in the Gulf, these are Gulf shrimp. Pretty damn decent size. Um, and for the price, yeah, you can't beat it. So these are already deveined and everything else. So all we're doing is just simply removing the shell because we don't need the shell at all for what we're doing today. Quick and easy, especially whenever they're already deveined. That's the reason why I kind of like these for a seafood boil. Like I said, devein, all you have to do is literally just simply pinch the legs right here, slide them up towards you, and then just simply pinch the tail, and everything comes right So we can start getting some heat into that pan. So by the time I get done with this first step, this pan's ready to go. That being said, let's bring it to medium high. And depending on how fast I'm moving, I might crank it up to high. So what makes this dish so unique? Blessings, Queen, how are you? What makes this dish so unique is the way that you actually get the color on your rice. Let me cut this down just a little bit. So you achieve your color. Can y'all still hear the music in the background, by the way? Or is it like low? If I can go up like one more notch, if y'all can let me know. All right, perfect. So you achieve the color of your rice through separating the egg yolks from the egg whites. So you're going to save the yolks and you're going to save the whites. You're actually going to separate them in this one. So I'm going to start with my egg whites over this bowl. I kind of rotate this shell. Now, with the egg yolk, I'm going to keep the egg yolk. I'm going to put one egg yolk just into my rice. It's day after rice. I'm going to do it with 2 eggs. I think that's all I really need. So keeping my whites, separating my yolks. Nope, you're not going in there. Let it go. Let it go. Hey, let it go. Let it go. You ain't coming in. All right. There. Nasty. All right. Second one right over there. Throw that away. Wish me hands. Thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you, Drake. All right. Now, what makes this recipe different? So the way that we're actually going to achieve the color of our rice is not through soy sauce. We're going to achieve the color of our rice through egg yolks. We're going to hold on to the egg whites. We'll get back to those later. This is a day after rice. If you're not making your seafood or if you're not making your fried rice with day after rice, I don't know what you're doing. It's supposed to be cold. That way it's kind of dried out, so it'll fry way, way easier. I can legitimately smell my pan behind me, so I tell you that's about ready. We can bring it back down to medium, and it'll be ready to put in whatever I want to put in at that time. But for now, the only thing we're going to do, and honestly, you could have been in here 20 minutes ago, is just simply breaking the yolk and the rice, taking out all the clusters. And what this is going to do is this is what's going to give your rice that golden yellow color just automatically. Before you have to do anything else, this will automatically give your rice a nice golden color without having to do all the extra stuff. So you're already going to get that color of rice in advance without having to add all the extra sodium, which is usually the reason why we add in like, it's not colored enough, it's not ready. You got to add a little bit more. And also what this does is it moistens your rice and prepares it for the fry. So you don't have to use as much oil. So that's done. And it's already like a nice little yellow color. Let me get these gloves off because now we're good. So it gives it that nice yellow color. So we're just going to hold that right there. That's done. We're going to fry that up in just a little bit, but that's coated. Let's go ahead and get our green onions out because this is a very fast dish. And you want to make sure you have everything done in advance. Because since fried rice is usually done at a very high temperature, like this is a dish that can be done in less than 5 minutes. So you kind of want to make sure you have everything out and ready. Otherwise, you end up burning all the things that you're working on. So I still got my egg white sitting to the side. Got an egg yolk sitting there. We got these pre-rinsed, no need to clean green onions that we just decided to rinse again anyway, and clean them ourselves anyway, because you got trust. But yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. It's gonna be a pretty small portion. I don't really want to keep too big a portion, guys. This is the first time me trying out this recipe. I'm gonna add a couple of things to it right off the bat that, you know, it's like, we're gonna add that, change that, add that. We'll do a little bit of that, but for the most part, the dish is pretty simple. So that's my green onions right there. Told you we would get into it. I promise. I keep my promises. Smooth. Yeah. It helps me to relax while I'm cooking anyway. So we're going to start with the shrimp. Shrimp are definitely going to be first. Let's go ahead and get this camera angle changed around so we can show y'all what's going on with the shrimp. But you can make chicken. You can still make chicken. You can follow this recipe all the way up until the shrimp instead of chicken, or instead of shrimp, add chicken, beef, whatever you like. All right, so we got that. When I say I want to make sure I have everything, I'm not kidding. I want to make sure I have everything close. So things I'm looking for right now are, and these are added bonuses. You don't have to have this, but if you do, use it. The first one being mirin, which is a sweet. Ooh, there it is. Yes, got both. Which is a sweet rice wine. And then the other one is sesame oil. A dab will do you. Like, please, a dab will do you. Don't go crazy on the sesame oil. Like, y'all, please. All right. So let's start with the shrimp, because the shrimp just seems, we're going to get like just kind of a quick, good taste on the shrimp, and then we'll kind of go from there. Right in there. In. All right, so we got that going in. Got that heat up just a little bit. So since I'm going just a little high heat, I'm gonna do a little bit of butter and oil. I'm gonna let that butter go through first, and then I'm gonna add the oil right at the end. If I just use butter, it'll burn. It won't work. If I use oil, the oil will go under the butter, and that'll kind of give it a better coating. Just a little, about a capful. I don't even need a lot. I just simply need just enough to go in there. I'm going to make my shrimp somewhat spicy, because that's where I'm going to get my kick from. So I'm kind of going for spice on the shrimp. And I'll balance it out somewhere else. What? All right, so let's mute this one. Same audio. Love it. All right, shrimp. Oop, nope. There's a survivor. Never mind. All right, so shrimp, a little bit of butter, and oil. Let's season it real quickly. House seasoning. Hot seasoning. This is a mix of some fresh crushed red peppers, some cayenne. There's some smoked paprika in here, and another crushed pepper. Just to balance out that, a little bit of mirin. A little bit of 6 pepper seasoning. Right. Let that go for just a second more. Cut that up because we're going to finish that in the rice. It's a little bit of higher heat on that, as that's almost done. Get out all my stuff for the rice. What's up, Patty? How are you, hon? Alright, shrimp are done. Take them out. I'm gonna take all that nice little yum yum juice. Put that in here too. You gotta keep the yum yum juice. Clean this pot out real quick. Yes, that's flavor, blah blah blah. But that's not the flavor I want on my rice. I want the shrimp to have one flavor and the rice to have another flavor. The only way to do that is to layer them in. We're not trying to blend the flavors. So whenever you bite into it, I want you to have like 3 different tastes. Alright, let's get this back on. Hot, please. Let's get this back up to temperature. If you haven't already, please make sure y'all hit the fave. We are currently streaming on Tag. We do this from the day to day. Just simply download Tag, search Rexus, and that's where you can find me. If y'all are in here currently with me live, if y'all haven't already, please reach up top, hit the star. That'll fave me. That way you know whenever I'm going on. We are going to post this video up to YouTube here later on today under our stream name Rexus Chronicles. So if you look in the bio, it'll give you a link to follow me on IG, and it'll actually give you a direct link to the YouTube where this video will be posted. So if you're like, dang, how do you do that? What do you do? I can't remember. Go back. It's like, ooh, I want to make fun of that part right there. Watch the video, follow me, and then make fun of me in the comments. All right, that's almost there. Just do it in the comments. Right, all the parts. Yeah, that's hot. Let's bring that right back down there. Let that sit for just a second. You know what? I heard that your cheek is a much better way to test it. So come on over here, I'm gonna rub your nice soft cheek. I don't know. All right. Let's get some oil in there. About that much. Salt out, because there is no salt in this. Let's go here. We're going to control how much salt we put in. Oh, it's taking too long to find this last seasoning. I'm already about to say, oh, never mind. When I say hot, I mean hot. All right. Clean as you go, rinse and reuse. So that's hot. We got our rice that we did yesterday. That all we did today to make it yellow was just simply separate our yellow to our egg whites. And then we did egg yolks in here and just moved it around the rice. We still got our egg whites into the side. In it. I'll sit there and let that go for just a second. But what that does, like I said, as you can see, it's got like that nice little shine to it. What's up, bro? Shrimp fried rice. Doing it a little bit differently, trying a new technique I haven't tried before. But so far, it looks pretty sound. How you feeling today, Rocky? I know some of y'all like veggies in y'all. Y'all want peas and carrots, and sprouts. I don't know. All those things that don't go in fried rice. Green onions. Still no flavor in this rice just yet. We're about to fix that. Right in. So the simplest of this recipe calls for something that I actually love. Now hold just a little bit near and dear. Hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce is a little bit of everything. It's got some garlic. It's got a little bit of ginger in there. Soy sauce. I guess it's kind of a one quick. Not that much. So far, I do trust this recipe because honestly, that's not a bad little mix. Hoisin is very thick. So as you can see, it kind of coats the rice pretty good without going too crazy. So right now we got some nice, beautiful rice. It's seasoned, ready to go. It's got the color. It's yellow. I wish you guys could see better with this light, but like doing it this way legitimately has already a beautiful looking rice. So let me taste it because we must taste it. And then we'll see how we have to adjust. Now, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be done. It ain't bad. But let's go ahead and fix it now. A little bit of sesame oil. A little bit. Dabble do you. A little bit of marin. Just a touch of some soy sauce. Sorry about that much. Some fresh cracked white pepper. That one is black pepper. Let's move it around. Like it tastes okay, but it was missing something. It needed some help. Specifically around like the sodium content and just like the flavor in it. It didn't really have all the flavor. Let's taste it again before we finish this up. The rice ain't right. Nothing's right. Okay, almost there. Need a little bit more of the sesame oil because I don't taste the sesame in it. That took care of that part. Some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm not really going to add any more salt in there. Well, besides this. And actually, I'll add just a dab bit more of the marin as well. Now that I can smell. That I can smell. And as you can see, like I said, the good thing about doing it the way we did is like every single grain is kind of all by itself. Like it doesn't stick together like at all. It's like legitimately still falls grain by grain. So that's what you want. You don't want like a little clumped up stuff. Let's give another quick taste. Right there. Before we do anything else, That's about where I want it. I'll touch it up here in just a second. Right in time. All right. So we got our egg whites right here. That up. Pour that in there. A little bit by a little bit. Move that part around. Let those egg whites finish off. Salt. Pepper. Let that finish off just one more time. Mm. All right. Remember shrimp with the butter and the sauce and the oil. All that good stuff. That's done. Now let's bring it all together. And just like that, there you go. Shrimp fried rice. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's nice, pretty easy dish to prepare. The ingredients are fairly simple. It's just the techniques in which you use the ingredients are different. How seasoning goes in everything. Go ahead and turn that off. And get ready for plate. With off the heat and pat it down just like that. The residual heat will keep everything warm. So you ain't got to necessarily worry about it. Got that over there. Let's see here. Bring this over. Good spot right here. We can do our plate over here. Our rice and the ramekin. You get a simple plate, it can be more different, don't matter. Plate for this is shrimp fries. You can melt in there, plate it, but if you're like, how are you getting those little shapes on? Put your stuff into a ramekin. And from there, the ramekin. Slowly remove. That's how you can get. Like, how do they be get little thing that shape and get it? Really easy. Just simply do that. Just a little bit more onions. And I do like onions. One earlier. There we go. Is done. I added the whole sauce, same we used earlier. So we have the rice. Nice, easy, yummy. Hopefully y'all can light it for y'all. But that is then. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to stop the get back to our regular schedule program. Download tags so y'all can come check out the